Chaz Guest is an artist whose work has been celebrated for its inventiveness, social relevance, and powerful reflection of the African-American experience. Chaz credits a well-rounded upbringing with opening his eyes to the truth of the world, which allowed his creativity to flourish.
My father fought in World War II. He was a decorated hero, and he fought in Europe. So he was a pretty aware individual. And so he really enlightened me to the universe beyond this earth and taught me about people. That's the kind of kid I grew up as. Yeah, and I always colored. I always had a box of Crayola crayons, and I stuttered very badly. I had an immensely severe speech impediment when I was little, and I couldn't get words out. And so when I was upset, yes, I went and I colored until I had blisters on my fingers. What you see is what you get, and I'm just having a blast.
Being raised in a multicultural environment gave Chaz a unique perspective on the deep discrepancies in our country's social system.
My black friends had this messed up books from school, but my white friends had to open the plastic to their new pristine books. And there was a big difference with my white friends and my black friends. It's like, this is bad. When you see the whole chessboard, you get to play a damn good chess game. But if you only see the black side or the white side, well, you're gonna have some issues. But I see the whole board, and they cannot pull a wool over these eyes. Oil is alive. The thicker it gets, the more storied it becomes. That's why I don't use acrylic paint. And I try not to paint acrylic people.
After a few detours, Chaz realized his passion and talent for creating art.
I went to the museums and I would stare at Dali paintings for an hour. And I thought Picasso was a freak of a magician. And so I taught myself how to paint. It all fell right together.
Priding himself on painting truth, nature, and the universe as he sees it, the result of his efforts are stirring pieces that make a statement.
My thing is to paint my vision. So when I painted this painting here, and I painted it on the American flag, you have to know that I got some pushback. But let's entertain the fact that all of these people who picked that cotton to make this flag and was never mentioned, how about putting them on it? Let's give those spirits a voice, giving them their due as a part of the American fabric. No pun intended.
Over the years, this talented artist has attracted famous fans and celebrity subjects.
This is one piece of Misty Copeland that I created, capturing her magnificent body and face was one thing, but really to embody her discipline was my goal in this painting.
One meaningful experience was a trip to the African nation of Ghana to compose a portrait of its ruler.
When I look at him here in this painting, I can see King Otumfu Osi Tutu of the Asante Kingdom. That's what I can see when I look at him. I wanted to actually paint him exactly how I met him. And one important thing is that he's always around his men. So I had to incorporate his men being around him.
Because Chaz crossed paths with a popular senator, the White House became home to his prized painting of Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall.
I mean, he's always been a champion in my life. And I just started painting him. Just for no reason, just not reasons of somebody would be interested in it. But ironically, Barack Obama had been to the house again, and they said that he really loves that painting. We were gonna have to try to find a way to get this painting to him. And I was like, really? Okay. I had no idea it would wind up in the White House. But the fact of the matter is that I let nature and humanity teach me how to paint. And that's why it resonates with people. And when I talk, when I speak, and when I do things, that's why I get to stand in front of kings and presidents.
Using his childhood experience as inspiration, Chaz created an original superhero character, Buffalo Warrior. With a strong mythology and essential message, he hopes to appeal to the youth of today. In fact, it was his own son who sparked the idea.
I actually watched a movie, and he mentioned black superheroes and how there aren't many of them. And I said, well, you should make one.
I just took that so deep when he said that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna create a damn superhero. And I use my life, and I use his life, I use my other son, Zuri. And I just combined our lives in the script. The whole story came about. This is Buffalo Warrior. He was a buffalo soldier. There's the Native American buffalo, who grants him superhero power to fight evil on a spiritual plane. He's our new Superman. We have a new Superman, ladies and gentlemen. What I've created in Buffalo Warrior, a child of today, they won't have to go through what I've been through as a little boy. My life is about those little boys and girls will now have a superhero they can at least have in their imagination. Sometimes when I'm painting, when the night falls and the moon is out, it feels like I'm praying. And sometimes it feels like I'm conducting an orchestra.
Though Chaz asserts that each artist must find his or her own way, he hopes his accomplishments can serve as an example for young visionary minds.
There's gonna be people and things that are gonna come and try to knock you off your game. But just be ready to rise above it. They'll just do anything, but your thing is to stay on point.
Employing his boundless artistic talents, inspirational energy, and enlightened outlook, Chaz strives to continue crafting pieces that will make an impact and effect positive change in the world.
If you really focus on yourself and you have the dreams of doing stuff, you can actually do it. But it's clear in my body, in my heart, in my head, in my spirit, I have a job to do. And nothing's gonna get in the way of that.